Welcome to your step-by-step guide to stock investing in Canada for beginners. If you are new to investing and you want to understand how to confidently start growing your money in Canada, you are in the right place. Let's be real, trying to figure out where to begin can feel overwhelming, especially with the information overload on the internet. This guide is designed to keep things simple and practical. You will get a clear, no-fluff breakdown of everything you need to know, and more importantly, the exact steps you need to take to start investing in Canada. Whether your goal is to grow your savings, to build long-term wealth, or to plan for retirement, this guide will show you exactly what you need to do to get started. However, before we start, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Even share them with your enemies. It's going to help. This is a new channel. Your support is so much appreciated. With that said, let's dive right into it. Step 1. What to do before you start investing. Investing without a strong financial base is like building a house on sand. Before putting your money into the market or into any investment, you have to ensure that these steps are covered. 1. You have to establish a stable income. Make sure you have a steady source of income like a job, a business, or a side hustle. It's just better to do so. Investing works best when you're consistently able to add money over time. 2. Pay off high interest debt. Credit cards, payday loans, high interest line of credit, just pay these things down. The interest of these types of debts is is a lot. It can easily cancel out any return you get on your investment. If you want to build an emergency fund, save 3 to 6 months worth of essential expenses in a high interest savings account. This fund will give you breathing room if life happens. It keeps you from pulling out your investments early and allowing them to grow with time. Next thing you need to do is to set your financial goals. Do you have short-term goals like vacation, cars, moving? Do you have medium-term goals like buying a house, down payment, education? Do you have long-term goals like retirement and financial freedom? Quick tip, something you can do is to write down your goals and assign timelines to them. This will help you choose what your goals are so that you can tailor the right investment to your goals. We'll talk about the type of investment later and their time horizons so that you can align them to your goals. Step 2 is to understand investment accounts. Before buying stocks, you need to open an investment account in which the stock investment you buy will be kept. The same way you open a bank account where you keep money in. So you open an investment account with an online investment platform. You open a bank account with a bank. You keep your investments in your investment account. You keep your money in your bank account. It's the same idea. So talking about accounts where you keep investments. In Canada, there are 2 types of accounts where you can keep your investment in. Non-registered accounts and registered accounts. So let's talk about non-registered accounts first. A non-registered account is an account that is taxable. It means that it is not registered with Canada's federal government, as implied in the name, non-registered accounts. Hence, any investment returns that are made in this account is subjected to tax. However, there is no limit to what you can invest in a non-registered account. You can put in as much money as possible without any penalties. Which brings me to the second type, registered accounts. Registered accounts are special types of investment accounts in Canada that come with tax advantages. These accounts are registered with the government. That's why it's called registered accounts. The accounts usually come with benefits that the government gives people to incentivize saving and planning for retirement. Now, the benefits that come with this kind of accounts depends on the type of account, but they usually revolve around things like tax deductible contributions, which can help lower your taxable income, tax-free or tax-deferred growth. That means your money can grow, not paying tax on the earnings, and the money is growing tax-deferred in the account. The benefits can also come in form of tax-free or low-tax withdrawals, depending on the amounts. That means you're withdrawing the amounts tax-free. However, each registered account has a contribution limit. If you contribute more than the limit, the government will charge you a penalty. So, the question here is, why should I be bothered? Why use registered accounts first? To get the most out of your investment, it is smart to maximize your registered account contribution limit first. That's where you save as much as possible on taxes and you benefit from tax savings before you now start putting your money into non-registered accounts that have no tax advantages but no contribution limits, so you can max that one out as much as you want. So let me quickly summarize the features of a tax-free savings account, a registered retirement savings plan, a registered education savings plan, and a first home savings account. Let's start with the TFSA. A tax-free savings account is an account that allows you to save or invest, and the returns on investments within the account will not be taxed. That's why it's called a tax-free savings account. Now, the contributions you make into a tax-free savings account or anything you deposit into it is after-tax money. It's after they've already taxed you that you put the money in the account. And any money you withdraw from the TFSA account is tax-free. That's basically everything you need to know about the tax-free savings account. So let's talk about RRSP. RRSP is the Registered Retirement Savings Plan. It's a plan that allows you to save and invest for retirement, and it is registered with the government. Now, with an RRSP, the contribution limit is 18% of your previous year annual income up to a limit of $32,940. Right, so that means you cannot exceed $32,940 contribution limit. The good thing about RRSP and the distinct feature it has from TFSA is that the money you contribute to an RRSP is before tax money. So before they tax you, you put the money on the RRSP, so you avoid taxes using your RRSP account. And then when you eventually want to withdraw in future from your RRSP account, they now tax the money. The question is now, so if they're going to tax the money eventually, why even use the account in the first place? The catch is that at the time when you contributed to the RRSP account, you were probably in a higher tax bracket. By the time you are withdrawing, most people at retirement are not earning a lot of money, so they fall into a lower tax bracket, or the income falls into a lower tax bracket. So by doing that, you save money on taxes. Then there's the RESP account, which is the Registered Education Savings Plan, which is you saving and investing for your child's education through the account. There are many beauties in this account, which is that the government will match 20% of your contribution every year up to a limit of $500. And then as long as your child uses the money for education, they can access this money, right, and use it for their education. Please always ensure to watch my TikTok. I make continuous education about all of these accounts because the government keeps updating the requirements. They keep updating the details of these accounts from time to time. So you might want to follow me to get up-to-date information about these updates. Now, back to the RRSP. Unlike the RRSP and the TFSA, which have annual contribution limits, the RRSP does not have annual contribution limits. You can contribute as much as you want, but the lifetime contribution limit, which means for each child that you open an RRSP for, there is a lifetime limit of $50,000. You cannot contribute more than $50,000 to the RRSP of one child. And then there's the last one, the First Home Savings Account, which is my favorite, by the way. The First Home Savings Account, the contributions to the account are tax deductible. It is before tax money that you contribute to an FHSA. When the money goes into the FHSA, it grows tax deferred. So they're not taxing your growth within the account. And then when it's time for you to withdraw your money from the FHSA, you can withdraw up to $40,000 tax-free as long as you're using it to buy your first house. That is like sweet for me. Like that is the best of both worlds. It's like the combination of the TFSA and an RRSP in one. You don't want to miss out on the FHSA. If you have plans to buy your house in the near future, you should have an FHSA account. So this is what I suggest. So start your investment journey, start with the TFSA and start with an FHSA as well if you want to start saving towards buying your first house. And the thing about FHSA is that unlike a TFSA and the RRSP, you can only carry the contribution room forward for 1 year, unlike the others where you can carry it forward indefinitely. So that is pretty much the summary of all these registered accounts. There is a table you are seeing right now on the screen. It summarizes all the features of registered account. If you want more information about registered accounts, I would suggest you go to the Canada Revenue Agency website, which I'm putting on the screen right now, to read about this thing on your own. This is the account you need to open where you'll be keeping your investments inside, right? This is the summary of everything. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Don't forget to like the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to share this video with your friends, with your family, share it with your enemies, share it with anybody that is a human being that you know. I really appreciate your support. This is a new channel. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you in the next video.